Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
We're following a developing story out of the Northern Valley as the search is over for an 18-month-old child who has been found safe.
An Amber Alert for the young girl was issued a little over 4 hours ago, canceled about an hour ago. Authorities say that Jaylee Azure was taken from a social service office in Grand Forks by her mother, 21-year-old Jasmine Davis.
Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall is in Grand Forks and joins us live with more details. Veronica?
The Grand Forks Sheriff's Office tells us this happy ending was possible thanks to a collaboration from Jasmine Davis's family members and investigators. Now, this whole thing started earlier this morning when Davis took Jaylee to social services. Davis was set to lose custody of her child, and investigators say that's when she grabbed Jaylee and left. After that, investigators reached out to Davis's family members to resolve the situation peacefully. That's how Davis was able to come to the sheriff's office with Jaylee. Investigators say she might not have known what was happening, though.
She showed up with a family member, so I don't know if she knew she was coming here or if her and the family member, and we're not going to disclose at this time who the family member was. Our investigators had been talking to her through the day to make things, to connect with Jasmine to try to get the whole situation resolved.
Now, Jasmine Davis is spending the night here at the Correctional Center, and investigators tell me they'll see where it goes from there. Live in Grand Forks, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
All right, thank you, Veronica. Jaylee Azure will now be placed into the custody of Grand Forks Social Services until a hearing is held to determine if Jasmine will keep custody of the toddler or if the child will be placed in the care of another family member.
A nasty-looking crash tonight along Interstate 29 near Harwood, North Dakota. It happened just before 7. A viewer sent us this photo of the crash scene. A pickup was involved. No word yet on how many people were involved or the extent of the injuries.
Rain and rumblings this evening for some of us. Hutch, are we expecting more rain overnight?
Well, there's a few areas where we still have some showers and rumbles of thunder working their way through the valley, and it was a very chilly start to the day, with record-breaking cold lows in Fargo, 39 in Hallock and Roseau. Now, those showers focusing on the I-94 corridor from the Fargo-Moorhead area down towards Fergus Falls in central Otter Tail County. And since 7 o'clock, this has been the ideal area for those thunder showers, but notice they're starting to wane now as they move to the south and east. Temperatures currently in the 60s, and as we head through the overnight hours, we expect to stay right about here. Low to mid 60s through the overnight hours, as opposed to 40. That's a milder start to our day. You see the lightning over my shoulder there. I'll have details on your hour-by-hour forecast of more thunderstorms here in a few minutes.
Okay, thanks, Hutch. And make sure you can get the forecast when you need it with the latest version of the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app. You'll get your forecast as well as weather alerts on the go to help you plan your day and keep your family safe. You can download the latest version for free so you don't miss important alerts. Just search VNL Weather in your app store.
3 challengers elected, 3 incumbents ousted in today's recall vote in the Richland 44 School District. That recall targeted 3 of the board's 7 members, Sarah Myers, Josh Majonas, and Lisa Amundsen. The winners were Scott Hendrickson, Amy Lehman, and Jody Lingen.
The special recall election was held after a school year filled with turmoil and scandal that rocked the administration of the district and those in the community. And
still fresh on the minds of some of the voters were the allegations of sexual misconduct by some male students.
Valley News Team's Joseph Ojo was at the election and shares reaction and also some of the changes people want as the district tries to move forward.
Fighting to put the scandal-plagued school year behind them, voters are pouring into the election polls in hope that their pick will bring forth change in the school district. Ballots were open to many voters for a special recall election for spots on the Richland 44 school board.
This town is ready to move forward. We've had a situation that we dealt with, and I think it was dealt with in a pretty open manner.
The election placed 3 incumbents against 5 new challengers. Ryan Mickelson, a former student at the school who we caught up with, says he's not opposed to new faces on the board. And what he wants most of all is for Richland to go back to being the name it once was.
I hate what happened. You know, it put a bad reputation on our school, which we're not.
The need for transparency has been a sticking point with new school leadership for several months, And other voters we spoke with are expecting continual education, regardless of who is on the board.
We have to learn from our mistakes, and I'm thinking we all did, and put the rumors aside, quit the garbage, and let's just make this year the best year we can.
Voter Deb Mitzgog said today's vote is a start to a united school board, with the community backing them the whole way.
I just think everybody should just take a step back and relax, and we are an excellent town with an excellent school. We're very lucky to have it. So things go wrong, it's being fixed, and I'm very proud of our administration.
In Colfax, Joseph Ojo, Valley News Live.
We reached out to new Superintendent Dean Koppelman, but he, along with other administrators, declined to comment on plans the school has to move forward.
The brother of a missing North Dakota woman is confirming with Valley News Live that Olivia Lone Bear's body was found in a pickup submerged in Lake Sakakawea. The 32-year-old mother of 5 had been missing since late October. As the search for Lone Bear appears to have ended, a new task force here in Fargo hopes to help others in the future. Ruth Buffalo of Fargo is from Lone Bear's tribe in the Newtown area. After spending the past year aiding in Lone Bear's search, she says it's time to put more force in fighting what she calls an epidemic of missing and murdered Indigenous women.
You know, when we lose our women, we're entire population and future generations are impacted. So it's a huge loss on our communities.
That Fargo task force, which now comprises 15 members, first started after the disappearance of Savannah Graywind. Graywind went missing from her North Fargo home almost exactly a year ago and was later found dead in the Red River.
A North Dakota man was found guilty of attempted murder for trying to pay to have 2 people killed. 48-year-old Alexander Lale of New Rockford was convicted of offering money to have his ex-wife and a former employee killed in 2016. This was the first of several trials for Lale, who is accused of operating a drug ring in the Fessenden area. One of Lale's case files is connected to former Wells County Sheriff Johnny Lawson, who pleaded guilty to drug and false report charges.
An arrest warrant has been issued for a North Dakota man accused of making sexual requests to women at 2 different locations. 50-year-old Lonnie Wayand of Minot is facing 2 counts of disorderly conduct. Police released this surveillance photo of Wayand shortly after the accusations. Court documents say that in late May, 2 women told police that Wayand approached them. One outside the Target off of 13th Avenue in South Fargo, the other at the West Acres Mall. Both claimed that he made sexual requests that caused them to become alarmed and concerned. Wayand could face up to 100 days in jail, as well as fines reaching $2,000.
Still to come tonight, there's a Big Mac with your name on it, and it's free, but you'll need to collect a certain coin to get it.
And get ready to pay more for certain brands of paper towels, tissues, and diapers.